In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my 6'10 hybrid defender. This is my favorite build in the game by far. But before I get into it, I just want to say a massive thank you guys for subbing to the channel. Like, I think I have almost like 100 subscribers now, or close to it at this point. And I'm not gonna lie, I started making videos just for my friends and stuff to watch, and you guys are sort of subbing to the channel, which is making your boy a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie, your boy's getting a bit nervous now because I know a few more people are watching it. But just a quick shout out to you guys for subbing, and I know some of you guys love to ask for animations, so I'm gonna quickly show you the animations before we get into the fun gameplay of this build. So here are the animations. Very quickly, the layup style is glitched, so when the animation reset was happening, because I'm a small forward, it keeps resetting to the small forward sort of layup style. So and this is better than the default big, so I use this all the time, but the rest are all there. But this is about the gameplay, this is about the 6'10, so we're gonna get right into that. And you guys, yeah, this build, it goes crazy. And yeah, we're going to get right into the gameplay. As you can see with this build is a menace on the court. I mean, when it comes to doing everything, this build can absolutely do everything. You want to rebound, you want to dunk, you want to go for, like, this is my favorite build to play on just because I can do everything on this build. Like, whatever I want to do, however I want to score, do I want to get steals, help the team out, go for these type of dunks all the time I can. Of course, my 6'11 is still my best build, but this is my favorite build to play on just because the playstyle is very different. As you can see, look, I just went into the paint. I'm just bullying guys, okay? So my 6'11 doesn't have post moves. This build does have post move, and as you can see, look, I'm just getting in the paint. People are double teaming. Of course, I want to pass out. This build attracts way more double team, way more attention in comparison to my 6'11, and I can do this, okay? I'm not able to do this a lot on my 6'11, which makes a big difference. And of course, your boy, I'm not gonna make a build I can't shoot. I mean, you need to be able to shoot when you're on the court. And look at the kind of steals I'm getting on this build, right? My 6'11, it's a great interior build, it's a great rebounding build, but in terms of being on, like, so getting on ball blocks, getting steals like this, I'm not able to get on my 6'11. So this build gives me a bit more versatility in terms of my play style. And of course, when people see my build, they see a hybrid defender with double lock take, sometimes shot post take, they kind of just leave me open. And of course, look, your boy can hit the midi on this build, okay, bro? I'm telling you, this build is so fun. Of course, as soon as you get into the post, everyone wants to double team, and when you have a center that can space the floor, it makes this even better to play on. But yeah, this build is super fun. Absolute menace of a build. This guy, before he had it, chase down block. I mean, what more do you want from a build? Like, there's absolutely everything. I have the ball. I can create my own shots. Okay, I don't need no screens, no nothing like that. Look, I went into the paint. And I went up with Fearless Finisher. Okay, Fearless Finisher is an OP badge. If you don't have it on, definitely put it on. It definitely gives you some really nice animation. As you can see right here, I went for another steal. I'm telling you, this build is crazy. I know I do not have Bully. Okay, that is Fearless Finisher. That looks like a Bully animation, right? But that's just pure Fearless Finisher, right? So I'm telling you, this build is going crazy. And of course, I told you, when I get the ball, I can look at the center. I don't know why he's trying to set me a screen, but it doesn't matter because I'm just going to shoot anyway. I mean, this build is absolutely insane. Like, again, my favorite build to play on because I can just do whatever. It's got a higher ball handle than my other build. I can get into the post. Look, against a bigger player, that's basically a center. Like, I'm literally still going in the post, posting them up. And look right here, the AI. What's the AI doing? Okay, I can literally snatch block on this build, man. Like, this build is super fun. And of course, I think I showed this in the shorts, people trying to cheese the AI, and my 6'10 is just not having none of it. But what we're gonna do, I hope you guys enjoy that little clip. We're gonna get into the build because I know you guys love it, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I made this demigod of a build. So here we are in the builder. I'm not gonna drag this any longer, so I've actually pre-made the build for you guys, so it's a little bit quicker for me to go through. It's going to be at small forward because you want to be as fast as possible. That's hence the reason that why small forward and not power forward. Because at power forward, you're going to go down to 210. Small forward, you can go down to 200, which give an extra speed. Extra speed always helps. In terms of the height, you're going to go 6'10". The weight, again, minimum weight is 200 pounds. Your wingspan is going to be maxed. Of course, you want to be a defender. You want to be as versatile as possible. I'm not saying lower wingspan doesn't help, but max wingspan definitely does help a lot more. Body shape is completely down to you. Now, with the badge setup, as you can see, here's what we have. I think this is a very balanced build, in my opinion, in terms of what it can do. So you get 22 finishing badges, you get 16 shooting badges, you get 19 playmaking, and you have 25 defensive badges with very good physical. So as you can see, we do have an 87 driving dunk. So with this one, you should be fine. You can go for contact dunks if you want to. I've mentioned it previously. I am not the biggest fan of going for the dunk meter just because I can't time it. If I could time it, I swear, literally everyone's gonna be getting absolutely posterized on this game. With the standing dunk, now I wish I went to 80 on this build, because with the 80 standing dunk, you do get a pro big man contact dunk. But the 73 is completely fine. This is not really I don't know how to describe it. I'm not really sitting in the paint most of the time, but I do wish I do have that 80 standing dunk. So then when I do drop step people, I have a higher chance of just like putting them in a contact rather than trying to force like a basic dunk. With the post control, as you can see, you get post spin Hall of Fame, you get drop stepper, which are two very good badges. But sometimes, you know, it's broken. I think 2K buffed the interior defense. It's a little bit weird at times, so don't be too mad at yourself if you're missing some easy buckets. With the shooting, I told you guys, all you need this year, if you're in my opinion, unless you're a point guard, and you need to, you know, run agent 3, you need to run left and right. If you're like an off-ball player, you know, if you're a power forward, if you're a center, if you're like a lockdown, I personally think you only need a 76-3, honestly, because most of the time you be in the corner, you're going to be at the top occasionally, which I can still shoot from the top with this build. It's not a problem at all. But I don't think you need anything more than a 76-3, honestly. And as you guys can see from the clips, I was able to hit my shots. Now, 73 mid-range, which looks pretty low in my opinion, but it does give you gold mid magician, and that helps a lot when I hit my shots. I do wish I had blinders on this build. I'm not using blinders because then I could probably take some really crazy shot that won't be contested at times. But that's pretty much it. So with this, that's the shooting of the build. With the playmaking, here's the big difference between this build and my 611. With the playmaking, I have 80 ball handle, so you get way more better animations, way more. Also, you get unblockable on bronze. Sorry, not bronze. You get unblockable on silver, and you get quick first step on silver without necessarily going crazy on the post control. If I had a 611, I would have to go to 87 post control to be able to get even silver quick first step. So I can get it off the rip. And 80 passing, I think passing is very underrated on this build. I mean, you can drop it by 1 if you want, and then try and put attributes elsewhere. It's completely down to you. I just wanted the 80. I mean, I don't know if you can even get, yes, it doesn't really make a big difference. But I've got 80 passing on this build. And with the defense, in my opinion, this is, you know, where it really stands out. Low key, this build kind of looks like a prospect build, doesn't it? If you really look at it, it looks like a prospect build from last year where most of the attributes are about 80. But I think this year, that's all you need, really. I don't think you need anything more than that. When I made this build, by the way, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to have 80 all stats, but that was just the way I made the build. But now that I'm looking at the build, I'm like, yeah, I do have a lot of 80 stats on this build, but that's all you need this year. I'm telling you, 80 perimeter defense. If you're a good defender, you don't need anything more than this, okay? My 6'11 with less than 80 is clamping up guard, so this build does very fine. 82 still, I wish this build can get 85 still so I can get a silver glove, but 82 is fine. I'm still getting a lot of blocks on this build, but 85 would be absolutely nice on this build. 81 block, again, you get crazy animations on this. You get, you know, silver anchor, which is very helpful for blocks, for contesting the paint against bigger players. And 85 offensive rebound. This is where a lot of people don't see me sometimes. I just sort of sneak into the paint with my little self and grab some offensive rebounds. We're going to get back into it. And 8 defensive rebound if you need to help out. But 85 is also going to give it a silver rebound chaser, which again helps you with a lot of animations. And with your physical, you have 81 speed, which is max, 79 acceleration, which helps you when you have the ball. 55 strength. Again, I went a bit high on the strength. You can lower this if you want to, just because I want to get maybe slightly nicer animations if I'm going up against like a 6'8 shooting guard or some smaller guard in the post. But again, this is completely down to you. 80, I do wish my vertical was a little bit higher in this build just because it's going to help with animations, but 80 is also all you need. It's really good. And of course, 99 stamina. I always go 99 stamina because I need as much stamina, bro. I do too much on the court, okay? I run around, I reach, I try to get steals and everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. I think this is a very balanced build. It's a very fun build. You can do pretty much everything you want on the court. And with your takeovers, you get slash and take, you get lock take, and you get the rebounding and the post take. So it's completely down to you. I'm currently rocking both lock takes at the moment. Perimeter badge drop. I don't use extreme clamps unless I'm guarding ball. So I use perimeter badge drop. But if you want to, use 2 finishing and go crazy, it's completely down to you. And of course, with the build name, you're gonna get hybrid defender, which was actually one of the main reasons I made this build. I think the build name was very nice. I like the fact that it's a very unique name. I've seen a few hybrid defenders, but every hybrid defender on this build is very different. But there you have it. So this is the hybrid defender. This is a 610. Again, this is my most fun build to play on. I can just hop on this build with randoms, with friends, or whatever, and it's super fun to play on. So I hope you enjoy this, the 610 highlight. If there's anything else you guys want to see, do let me know. But again, before I leave, thank you guys for subbing. I mean, it means a lot to me. But I will catch you guys in the next video. If anything else you want me to, I can't speak. Anything else you'd like to know, do let me know. Okay, all right. Catch you in the next video.